Hey guys, good day. Good day to all hospitality management students who are watching this short lecture video. So today we will be talking about tourism law here in the Philippines. So we have a lot of laws that we should be aware of, and as a student studying hospitality management or tourism management, being aware of pertinent laws governing tourism activities and enterprises is very important. So today we will be talking about RA 9593. Okay, so RA 9593 or Republic Act 9593, this is an act declaring a national policy for tourism as an engine of investment, employment, growth, and national development, and strengthening the Department of Tourism and its attached agencies to effectively and efficiently implement that policy and appropriating funds therefore. So if you can notice guys, this is the title is a bit long, but according to section 1 of this act, okay, the short title for this is the Tourism Act of 2009, which was published in our official gazette on May 12, 2009. Part of its declaration policy provides that through this law, the state shall seek to ensure the Department of Philippine Tourism that is for and by Filipino people conserve and promote our heritage, national identity, and sense of unity. So that's why we have fiestas, we have festivals, we have events tourism. So we have activities under MICE and everything um, that is under MICE is actually under tourism. Okay, and it creates a huge effect to the Filipino people. It unites Filipino people. It also creates effects to the economy. So marami siya. Another is to recognize sustainable tourism development as integral to the national socio-economic development efforts to improve quality of life of the Filipino. At bukod dyan, marami pang iba na nakalagay dun sa declaration, okay, of policy. And this law provides attention to grant preferential treatment to the employment of Filipino nationals in tourism-related enterprises. So this one actually is in consonance with what we have in our Philippine Constitution. So one of the provisions there provides that of course we have to prioritize Filipino. We have to give priority to Filipinos. So that's why our this tourism industry or the tourism industry that we have should give opportunity to Filipinos. Like for example, in terms of employment, okay? So we have to prioritize giving jobs to the Filipinos. But of course, through RA 9593, we also give opportunity to foreign workers. Like for example, those who are working foreigners who are working here, yung mga tinatawag nating expatriated workers. So that's why sometimes you can see hotels with a foreign executive chef, with a foreign GM or general manager. So naka-specify din yung mga conditions niya sa batas na to. Okay. So this also provides guidelines and specifications about investment in the tourism sector here in our country. So this is one good effect of RA 9593 guys. So if you can notice, there are already a lot of international hotel chains here in our country, and these hotel chains are investment. Okay, so of course these are not all owned by Filipinos. Okay, there are some here that are owned by uh, foreign investors. Okay, so we observe the 60-40 policy. So yung 60% syempre galing sa Pilipino and 40% sa uh, foreign, okay, foreign entities. Pero um, napakalaking bagay ng presence of the foreign investors here in our country. Okay, so that is one good positive effects of this law. Okay, so another positive effect of this law is the restructuring and renaming of attached agencies to DOT. So there are a lot of Department of Tourism attached agencies that were actually renamed, na bago yung pangalan niya. Okay? So maraming sa agencies katulad ng ah, TPB, yung Tourism Promotions Board. Hindi naman yan yung pangalan niya dati. Okay, yung TIEZA. Okay, yung PCVC. So, yun lang yung mga example. More tourism enterprise zones were identified. So, yung mga TEZ natin, mas marami na siya ngayon. Tourism promotion here and abroad are observable through TPB. So, yun. Yung Tourism Promotions Board natin. So, in charge of marketing of our tourism here and abroad. So now, through this law, there is clear specification of jurisdiction of each offices and agencies. So there is limitation of authority and power. If you'll be able to read the entire law, so mababasa mo din doon kung ano yung function ng bawat opisina. So ano yung mga services na ibinibigay nila kay para sa mga Pilipino at para sa mga nag-i-invest sa ilalim ng turismo dito sa Pilipinas. Okay? Okay. This time, let's define tourism. So, according to WTO, okay, WTO defines tourism as the activities of persons traveling to and staying in places outside their usual environment for not more than one consecutive year for leisure, business, and other purposes. So, mapapansin nyo guys, meron siyang limitation na isang taon. Sinasabi na kapag daw ang isang tao ay pumunta sa ibang lugar, sa isang lugar, ay nang higit sa isang araw pero hindi lalampas ng isang taon, ito daw ay tinatawag na turismo. So, tourism in English. So, this is regardless of the purpose of the stay. So, pwedeng for leisure, kaya gusto niya magbakasyon, negosyo, o kung ano pa man na sadya niya doon sa lugar. Okay. This time, pag-usapan natin yung mga sources o pinanggagalingan ng tourism law. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that we are considering a lot of laws here in the Philippines. Yes, especially if you are going to operate or manage your own business. Like for example, a business that is directly related to tourism. One of these is hotels or restaurant. So you should be considering all the laws that we have. So kung aalamin mo yung lahat, syempre it will really take time. Kailangan mo pa ng abogado. Pero of course, you don't need to know all of those kasi hindi ka naman abogado. At least yung basic, alam mo. So, number one, yung pinanggagalingan is the Philippine Constitution. So, sa ngayon, meron tayong 1987 Philippine Constitution. So, this is considered as the supreme law of the land. So, ito yung pinakamataas na batas natin dito na kino-consider natin. So, in creating other laws or mga enactments. So, yung mga enactments na tinatawag katulad nitong RA 9593, ang tawag dito ay statutory law or statute. Ibig sabihin, this is a certain law enacted through Congress. So, ano yung Kongreso? Ito yung merong upper house, lower house. Dito yung lower house, yung ating House of Representatives. At yung upper house natin, yung Senate, kung nasaan yung mga senador. Okay, so yung mga binabalangkas nilang mga batas, okay, yun ay tinatawag na statutes or legislative enactments. Okay. Number 3, administrative or executive orders, regulations, and rulings. Isa din ito sa pinanggagalingan ng tourism laws or yung mga sinusunod natin under ng turismo. These are issued by administrative officials under legislative authority. Examples, rules and regulations promulgated by the Secretary of Tourism to govern the accreditation of hotels, tourist inns, motels, apartments, resorts, pension houses, and other accommodation establishments. So by the way, nandito nabasa natin yung word na accreditation. So sa ngayon, okay, hindi lang ito nag-a-apply sa mga hotels. Okay, maging sa ibang industriya, so katulad sa larangan ng edukasyon, yung mga school natin nagpapa-accredit. So anong purpose nun? So, para tumaas yung level ng quality ng education. So, in hotel, so in the under tourism industry, meron din tayong tinatawag na DOT accreditation. So, ano to? Okay, this refers to certification issued by the Department of Tourism to a tourism enterprise that officially recognizes it as having complied with the minimum standards for the operation of its business. So, ibig sabihin, kapag ang isang hotel ay DOT accredited, siya ay sumusunod sa mga pinag-uutos ng DOT, sa mga alituntunin ng DOT, at naipasa niya yung minimum standard, yung mga kailangan. Okay, so halimbawa, sa mga hotel, may specific na sukat dapat yung kwarto, yung minimum standard. Kung anong binigay ng DOT, dapat masunod yun ng hotel. Ano yung dapat na kulay ng bedsheet, halimbawa, para sa mga kama. So, yun ay bahagi ng tinatawag nating standardization. So, mga bagay-bagay na kailangan ma-comply ng hotel, okay, o nung facility para siya ay mabigyan ng certification na pumasa siya. Okay, so kapag accredited ang isang hotel, syempre mas mabilis siyang maibenta. So mas mabilis ma-promote sa mga turista. So the hotel will really benefit from it also. So it's not only the government that will benefit. So it's also the property itself, because of course, one of the best effects of that is the higher sales. Syempre yung revenue. And in effect of that, of course, through paying taxes, okay, the government will also benefit. Okay, and then if the hotel will become bigger, it may expand, it may employ more, okay, employees. Okay, so marami siyang posibleng magandang epekto. Okay, so number 4, judicial decisions or jurisprudence. These refer to the decisions of the Supreme Court in interpreting the laws of the Constitution. So, ito naman yung mga ang tinutukoy natin dito ay yung mga napagdesisyon ng mga kaso na, o yung mga court proceedings, yung mga rulings, okay? Ibig sabihin yung mga napagdesisyon ng kaso ng korte, okay, maaring maging batayan sa pagbalangkas ng panibagong batas. Okay? Number 5, customs. Number 6, other sources, decisions of foreign tribunals and opinions of textbook writers. So, ito ay ilan lamang sa mga pwedeng pagkunan ng batas, okay, na naayon sa turismo. So, by the way, I mentioned earlier yung tourism enterprises. Diba yung sabi dito, kapag magpapa-accredit, ang mga i-accredit o i-certify lang ng DOT ay yung mga tourism enterprises. When we say tourism enterprises, these are entities or businesses operating under tourism sector. So, we have two classifications. First one is the primary tourism enterprises. These are facilities and services directly related to tourism. So, ibig sabihin, this provides the primary needs of a certain tourist, okay, during his or her travel. So example, accommodation establishments, which include hotel, resort, apartel, homestay, even motels, kasama dito. So yung mga travel and tour services para makapunta yung tourist to another place or country. Example, travel agency, tour operator, okay. Kasama na din dito yung mga tourist transport operators natin, yung mga nag-ooperate ng mga tour buses, okay, yung mga shuttle, so mga nagta-transport whether by air, by water, by land. Kasama din dito yung mga under ng events. So yung mga event planners natin, those working under MICE, meeting incentives, conventions, and exhibitions. Okay, meanwhile, yung secondary tourism enterprises, these are entities indirectly operating under tourism, okay, sector. So this provides the secondary needs of tourists, like for example, the restaurant, department stores, tourism camp, zoos, recreation center. So ito yung mga pinupuntahan ng mga turista dahil kailangan nila during their stay to another place. So, bawa gusto niya magpamasahe kasi napagod siya. So, yung wellness spa, considered siya as secondary tourism enterprises. So, that's all for today. I hope you learned something from today's short video lecture. So, thank you for joining me today. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Goodbye!